There is a rising debate on the possibility of an interim government in Nigeria, a direct negation of democracy. The question now is what happens to the key players who indulge in claims and counterclaims to victory. The idea of interim government resurfaced with the commencement of the Presidential Tribunal in Abuja. Clearview's Patient Obots completes the report.
The Department of State Services (DSS) said recently that it uncovered a plot for an interim government in Nigeria by some key players. A provisional government, also called interim government, is an emergency governmental authority set up to manage a political transition, generally in the cases of a newly formed state or following the collapse of the previous governing administration. Interim governments are generally appointed and frequently arise either during or after civil or foreign wars. In Nigeria, interim government came following the crisis of the Third Republic after General Ibrahim Babangida handed power to Ernest Shonekan as interim head of state on 27 August 1993. The largely powerless government was dissolved when General Sani Abacha seized power on 17 November 1993. Currently, the agenda set in theory is the possibility of having an interim government in Nigeria. However, different opinions on this topic have been said as a debate. A senior advocate of Nigeria, Wale Olanikpoku, sees interim government as an invitation to anarchy.
This one, you have announced the election. We have known the winner. The state governors, I say we have known the winner. You now say you want to remove them and put interim government. That's a very crazy thing to do. For people to even think of that thing, it tells you the infinite capacity of people to underestimate the will and determination of Nigerians. I think nobody will ever try that kind of. If they try it, look, they just want to let this country burn, and they should be conscious of the implication on West African sub-region. So as far as the whole world is concerned, we are waiting for the swearing in of the people that have been elected, and we hope from that level we can move the country forward.
Also speaking, the governor of Plateau State, Simon Lalong, says those advocating for an interim government are daydreaming.
Those who are still talking about it, I will say they are just dreaming. They are just doing daydreaming. Because those of us who work for this mandate believe that by the grace of God, President Buhari is going to bring a successor, and that successor is already Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Even some clergymen are not left out of the debate, as Reverend Chris Okoti shows his support during one of his church services.
Calling on Nigerians all over our country, young people, to begin a conversation that would lead to the transition from this regime, like I said, to an interim government that I want to run.
The DSS has not issued any further statement, but it said in its previous statement that while its monitoring continues, the DSS will not hesitate to take decisive and necessary legal steps against persons trying to frustrate their obnoxious intentions. Patience Obot reporting for Clearview News.